Good morning or good afternoon from wherever you are, and welcome to another episode of Prokon Know-How. Today we'll be dealing with modeling stairs in SUMO. So part one will just be your standard stairs with your landings, etc. Then part two will also look at circular stairs or circular landings and so forth. So let's jump straight into it. Okay, so we've got our model here. You'll recognize this from our large models videos. And we'll start by just looking at our layout. We want our staircase to sort of fit into this space over here. And this will just be a clip on some tips and tricks on how to model a staircase. Okay. So firstly, our grid snapping won't work because of our grid spacing. We want this nice in the middle. And so if we look at our distance, it's 5 meters. The level between different floors is 3 meters, so we want a 6-meter high wall. Okay, lines are your friends. So what I'll do is I'll go to Insert, I'll change to Analytical Model View, go Curve, and I'll place 2 lines over here. Okay, because then I can snap to their middle. When I put in another line, mid-snapping on, I'm going to snap to the middle of that line and that line over there. Okay, then I'm going to have a landing as well at 1.5 meters above the floor, and I'll need to have a little space for that. Okay, so my landing is probably going to be around, let's say, a meter and a half wide. So what I want to do then is I want to snap there just to create a reference line. Going to snap onto that point again, turn on my nearest snapping, and there I'm going to put in 1.5 and snap again. Going to snap to the end of that line. Oh wait, I need another line on that side. Or I can just delete this line, copy that line over. And this is just to help, okay? So we know it's not going to be placed there. It's just to help with the modeling process. All right. So now I can put in my walls. I'm going to say walls. I'm happy with this. Just going to change this to 6 meters. I'm going to snap to that point there and that point there. And there's our 6-meter high wall. All right. So now I know that this needs to be 1.5 meters above this floor. This is not necessarily relevant. 1.5 meters is too low. I know it should be around 2 meters. Again, this is just the workflow. So I'm going to go to Insert Curve. And I'm going to snap to that edge over there. I'm going to change and say 4.5. And I'm going to click. Okay. So now I can go to slabs. The thickness here can be 250. And so I'm going to change my mesh size here already to 0.5. I'm going to snap there and there and there and there. And close. I'm going to select the slab, use the move function, snap to that point over there, and place it over there. All right, so we've got our wall, we've got our landing, and now we can need to model our stringers. All right, so we've got a nice little point there that we can snap to. So these stairs could be, let's say they are around 4 meters wide, for instance. So we go again to Insert, we say Curve. Luckily we've got a snapping point there already. You might need to create one with the lines. Also, if you don't have, I'm going to snap there. Snap to the edge. Let's see. Okay, we don't have 4 meters. Sorry, we've only got 2.5. So I'll change that to 2. Snap there. That's great. And then the same on this side. I'm going to create another line. Change it with tab. Change it to 2 and snap there. Okay. Now, we don't have anything over here. So we can either put in a line to create a reference point over there for us as well, which is very helpful. So I'm going to Insert Curve, snap to that point over there, press tab and press 3 meters and click. You might have a model where that's not necessarily possible. You'd have to think of more creative ways to do that. But again, this type of workflow works. You must just maybe change it up a bit depending on the complexity of your model. So I'm going to select both these lines, using tab to cycle through this edge of the slab and the line, and holding control and select the other line. Then copy, snap to that point over there, and snap to that point over there. Now I'm going to enter in my stringers. So I'm just going to change the color of my slabs just so that they're nice, so that they're gray, just that there's a bit of contrast as well. Those lines aren't super visible actually. Let's see if we change them to red, if it makes any difference. Not really. Okay, nothing major there. Let's go to plain shells. We can say our stringer is around 200 millimeters thick. Mesh size change to 0.5. And then I'm going to snap to these different snapping points over here. All right. I need my floor above. So I'm going to select everything, filter out everything else except for the slab and the columns. I'm going to copy them one floor above. All right, and I need that reference line on that side as well. So let's see if we can snap to where those 2 points come together, and we can, which is fantastic. And then we put in our stringer on this side as well. Let's just see where that other line is. Did I move it? Did I not snap to it properly? I think I potentially moved that line. No, it is there. Yeah, there it is. Great. Okay, that's possibly because we've got double lines. So let me start that from scratch. If you have a line running over another line, with in terms of these lines that you're plotting for the plain shell now, you'll get that warning over there. All right. And here we've got our stairs. We can copy these one down quite easily. So I'm going to snap there and snap there. And here we've got our stairs and our landings as well. I'm going to copy these up, these beams. All right. And there we go. Okay, so the next clip will deal with these landings being semicircles and so forth. Maybe look at, just maybe look at some additional curves and so forth, just to make this a little bit more complicated. But this is the basic workflow you will follow for this. And it's very important that you make use of lines and construction lines as references to really help you. Otherwise, you will get stuck. You will have problems with alignment, and that will also cause some serious problems with your meshing as well. So while we're at it, let's just mesh it quickly, see what it looks like. And we see that this is actually quite a decent looking mesh. Okay, this wall, I think I'm not too happy with that one. Yeah, let's change it to 0.5. Let's just mesh it again, and that looks a little bit better. Okay, so that's it for this particular clip. If you're having problems or if you have some scenarios, oh, forgot a column there. Let me not leave this undone. Let me just put in my column there quickly. There we go. Okay, now our model's finished. If you have a particular scenario that you need help with, or there's a particular model that you're struggling with, please put something in the comments. I will reach out to you eventually. Otherwise, look at the start of the clip. You'll see my email address is listed there. You're welcome to send me an email, and I'll be happy to help you out. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this was helpful. Please leave a thumbs up, subscribe, or leave a comment also. I really appreciate that. And I look forward to seeing you in future videos.